Leadership often starts with being an authentic person. There's a lot of literature out there about, do people know you as a person? And that helps them connect with you as a leader. And I have, in fact, hired over 2,000 people, 50 at a director level and 25 at C level, vice president kind of level. So what I'm going to tell you today will not only help you develop as a leader, it might help you not stumble. And I have learned that there are some very key skills that people often fail to develop and cause them to stumble. What have I learned in my coaching practice? What did I learn when I was in those executive HR roles? The lesson that I learned, people who fail to continually grow, people who get stuck, people who don't change, often end up on the bad side of that equation. If I think about the number one and number two things that I often coach about, it's emotional intelligence. The second is often productive relationships. It's that bull in the china shop. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was an executive, when I worked inside the four walls of an organization, I wanted to work with people who want to work with me. So, why should leaders change? How do leaders assess those current skills and behaviors? How would you rate yourself in those 5 essentials? And how do leaders make changes that last? I have 143 case studies myself, people that I have coached personally. I have a myriad of executives I worked with in my corporate life. Marshall Goldsmith did a longitudinal study of over 3,000 people about how they changed and the most effective ways to change. What got me here will not get me there. I have to start working on new skills. Leaders also at this point, because they have reached this point of success, will get fixed in their behaviors. So let's talk for a minute about why you should change. Sometimes you're stuck. You want to get different results. If you want different results and you keep doing the same thing over and over again, that's called insanity. You're going to get the same results you've always gotten. So try something different. If you're not moving ahead, let me tell you, there are a whole bunch of people around you who are. So figure out what you need to work on, how you rate in the skills that are kind of important to your job, get some feedback, have a plan, and change. If you've not had a personality profile using some tool, go get one. I use the Berkman. I'm also familiar with DISC. I know Franklin from time to time has used the Herman Brain Dominance Indicator, HBDI, Myers-Briggs type indicators out there. But what these tools do for you is they help you with that first step in the process called self-awareness. I will tell you now that I've looked at all that data. I'm proud of a couple things, and this is kind of an indicator for what's going on in the global marketplace. The 143 leaders that I've coached in my own business in the last 9 years, I'm proud to say 40% have been women, and 20% have been non-U.S. born. The critical 4 C's, when you're picking a coach, I always say, if you're going to pick me, you need to understand these words that start with C. Context is important. Chemistry, pick somebody that you feel good with. Confidentiality, there is a clause in the International Coaching Federation Code of Ethics that if you want to talk about something that you don't want your boss to know, we can do that. And then that word that's in red, commitment. If you are not committed to trying new behaviors, this will not work. Question for all, what will you start doing today to become the leader you want to be?